So you've tried making those to-do lists and you always end up still being so overwhelmed because your life is chaotic. Well, I'm gonna help you get to the core of this problem so that you can simplify your life, all right? Let's get right into it. Number one is to keep your mouth shut. I call it the keep your mouth shut method, okay? Stop telling people you know how to do things. Act like you don't know how to do things. So they stop coming to you for advice. So they stop coming to you all the time, because that's the thing. People will take advantage of you and they will use you and they will act like a victim and they'll just be like, but you're supposed to help me, right? And it's like, there's this quote, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and he'll know how to do it for a lifetime, right? Stop doing everything for people. They are never going to figure it out themselves if you keep doing it for them. My parents always used to do this to me. I don't know about you, but my mom would help me with my homework. My dad actually used to do my book reports for me because I would wait till the very last minute and he would speed read the book that I had to read, right? That I didn't even start. Like I didn't even read one page. I waited till the end of the summer. I'd be like, Dad, I didn't do my book report. Can you please help me? He'd be like, what the heck? Like, oh, let me do it. Fine. Give me the damn book. And he would just lock himself in a room, read the whole fucking book and end up doing the book report for me. That didn't help me. It only hurt me. It made me feel like I wasn't capable of doing anything my damn self. And I kept doing this every summer. We'd get that book report and he would do it. And all it did was hurt me. So that's what I'm trying to say here. Like, stop doing things for people. Not only is it taking away your time, it's sucking your time up. You're feeling so overwhelmed. You don't have time for your damn self, right? Stop doing things for people. Give them a helpful resource instead. Tell them, hey, check out this YouTube video. Watch this and it'll show you how to do the thing that you're looking to do. That's what I do with my dad now, because he is so bad with his phones. I don't know about you and your parents, but like my dad doesn't know how to use his damn phone. And it came down to the point where like he would be calling me up, right? He'd be like, Michaelyn, how do I restart my phone? This thing came up and da-da-da. And I was like, I don't even know what the hell's on his phone because he's bad at explaining what's wrong. And then I was like, Dad, try going to T-Mobile. Like, see if they can help you, right? And that's the thing. These people are getting paid to do that. Don't feel bad. My dad, he lives far away from me now, right? I can't just drive over there and help him every time his phone's not working. Don't feel bad about this shit. Everyone's always telling you like, oh, you gotta help people. Da, da, da. And it's like, do not feel guilty, right? There are people out there that can get paid to help my dad fix his phone problem. And he can look things up. He is capable of doing that. We have the internet at the tips of our fingers. Everywhere we go, we can just whip our phone out and look something up. So don't feel bad about it. Stop. Just keep your mouth shut. It's the keep your mouth shut method. Stop telling people about everything that you know how to do. See if they can figure it out themselves. If it's somebody you really truly care about and you know they're having a difficult time doing something and you feel like you can handle that, right? Because that's the thing here too. Keep yourself at the top of that list. Prioritize yourself, all right? I'm not telling you to be selfish, but make sure you have enough energy to give. Look at your battery. Look at how your battery is, like your phone battery, right? It's dead and you got to recharge it. Well, are you offering to help people when your phone is dead? No, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, you got to recharge your battery. You got to take care of yourself so you can get the things that you want in life. Simplify your life this way. Stop overextending yourself. Stop people pleasing, okay? And that leads me to number 2. Stop worrying so much about what other people think. Maybe other people might judge you. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Let them judge me. Let them judge me, because you know what? At least I'm living a better life now. I feel better. I can get more done. I'm going after my big dreams. If they don't want to go after theirs, then that's on them. This is my life, baby. I'm doing what I want to do with my life, okay? Stop worrying about what other people think and only worry about the people that you actually care about. Make a short list. Come up with the people that you love and care about the most. Write them down and understand those are the people that you should worry about, not everybody else. Don't care about what Becky thinks about the story you posted on Instagram. She doesn't matter, okay? Maybe a brief moment in time you're coming up in her mind when she checks on your story. If you really care so much about that, just block her. Why are you even allowing her access to your energy? Just get rid of her, be done with her, and move on. And you're probably worried that they're thinking about you all the time, right? Maybe you think Becky's thinking about you. Becky doesn't give a shit about you, okay? Becky doesn't care. Becky cares about herself. So that's why you should be caring about yourself. You shouldn't be worried about what she thinks anyway. And if you are, just block her. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. I went through and I blocked everybody I went to high school with that I just don't like. They don't deserve access to me. Stop allowing the access and just get rid of them. And when you truly understand that people are only thinking about you for a brief moment in time because they are worried about themselves and they're in their own worlds, right? You're going to live a much better life this way. You're also going to be living a more authentic life when you get rid of people that you really just don't like. And you can truly be yourself. You can take your mask off. You can be who you want to be instead of worrying if people are going to judge you or whatever, say anything. Seriously, but like just stop caring about it. Just stop, shut it off. Get rid of those thoughts. Replace them with thoughts for yourself that are gonna fuel your cup, that are gonna get you going after the thing that you wanna do and have you feeling better so you can do more in life. Like, I love you guys, but at the end of the day, I'm not worried about what each and every single one of you think of me. I'm saying what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I'm speaking in my authentic way. It took years, honestly. The sooner you do this, the easier it gets, okay? Start snipping people out of your life that don't care about you, that are talking shit about you, that you're so worried about. Just get rid of them. Get rid of them and start feeling better. Start living an authentic life. The sooner you do that, the better it's gonna be. You're gonna attract the right people into your life. You're gonna repel the wrong ones. You're gonna become a magnet and you will feel so much better. I promise you that. Let's keep moving. Number 3, please stop distracting yourself with TV shows and social media and Netflix and all of the garbage. Please stop. Like, what are you doing to yourself? You are disrespecting yourself every time you choose to scroll for hours and hours. Just stop. And if you have a problem with that, there's apps out there. There's ClearSpace. There's OneSec. These apps, they kick you off. They'll just say, like, if you want to do 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, choose the time and get off of these apps. Because if you're anything like me, like, it's not your fault, right? They are addictive. They're addictive for a reason. There's greedy scientists that are making money off of you, and they want you on there as long and as often as possible. They create these apps in a way where it feels like a community and you feel so connected to these people, but you really are not. You're not connected to these people, and these people do not care about you like that. The people on that short list that I'm gonna say is really important, so make sure you write that down, that you do that. Figure out who actually cares about you. Who do you love, right? Those are the people that matter. Not all these people on the internet that don't even know who you really truly are. They only see bits and pieces of you, okay? They're not seeing you all the time. They don't know who you are. They don't care about you. So stop caring so much about them. All it is a huge distraction. And like binging TV shows, like really think about that for a moment. Is that really helping you go after what you want in life? Or is it making your life like not so great, not so cool, right? You don't want to be doing that. You always regret it. It's not cool. People will be like, I binged that whole season and I'm so happy I did that. It's like, no, you're not. You're literally lying to yourself when you do that. I used to be like that. I used to think I was so cool because I binged the whole thing. And it's like, that did nothing for me. It did nothing for me. Nothing for my future, nothing for my goals, nothing for myself, right? It took away from me. Stop doing things that are taking away from you and start doing things that are filling into you, that are doing more for you, that are giving you a life of purpose and fulfillment, right? Not making you feel like it was a waste of time and you really shouldn't have did that. You don't want to be feeling like that. You don't want to be 80 years old one day and look back on your life and think, I'm so glad I binged that whole show that I was obsessed with. I don't even know what the shows are anymore because I don't have a TV. That's how serious I am about this. Like, unplug your TV, see how you feel. Did you really need those shows? Did you need those documentaries? Did you need those movies? You're gonna think, no, I didn't. That was just a really big waste of time. And all it did was take me away from what I wanted. All it was a huge distraction. Seriously, unplug the TV, hide it, and see how you feel. Because I don't have a single TV in my house. Get rid of it, honestly. There's so many better ways to be entertained. Ways that are good for you, ways that are gonna fill into you, ways that are gonna make you feel fulfilled, right? Reading books, going and hanging out with people that you can learn and grow from, learning new things every single day. You should be learning something, at least one thing. Learning something is better than learning nothing. Anything at all, please. And write it down, honestly. That's what I do. I have the 5-Minute Journal by Intelligent Change. I actually highly recommend them. I have a discount code in the description if you wanna check them out. Seriously, it is worth it. Every single day, I go over what I'm grateful for. I go over my affirmation. I go over the highlights of the day, and I go over what I learned today. Everything I talk about on this channel, I am obsessed, seriously. Get the damn journal. Stop thinking about it. I tell you to be careful with what you buy. But I tell you to not have a scarcity mindset. And this is something that's going to help improve your life. So just do it, okay? Because that really is important. You want to be learning something new every single day. You don't want to be watching shows, going on social media all the time. All that's doing is taken away from your life. And life is too damn short. It is too damn short to think back, damn, I really wish I didn't do all that. I regret this shit. I really do. There was times I came home from work, right? And I became complacent and I would just scroll. This was when TikTok was really popular. I got sucked in. I was in my beanbag. I got sucked into that shit and I scrolled for hours. I looked at the time and I was like, oh, my whole night's gone. I have to go to sleep now. I don't want you doing that. I want better for you. I like to talk to you guys as if I'm talking to the younger version of myself. I tell her what I wish I could. So that's why I'm here. Okay? Just take what I'm saying and really think about it at least. Think about it. You don't got to act right away, but I highly encourage you to do so. Do something every single day. Something is better than nothing. If you could at least take one thing that I've said so far and actually do it, you're going to get so much further in life and you're going to feel damn good about yourself. Seriously. Just find what makes you happy. Don't force yourself to do things that are boring. Like, I understand you're going to feel very stimulated when you take a step back from watching shows and movies and scrolling all the time. Your brain is used to it and it finds enjoyment in that, right? So find things that you actually love, right? When you find things you love to read, you will love to read. It's as simple as that. Like, you can't be forcing yourself to read a book that you know is good for you, but you're not interested in it. It's not going to work and it's going to backfire. Find things that are really simple, really easy, and make the habit stick that way. When things are easy, that's what we love as humans. We love things that are so comfortable and cozy and easy to do. So trick your brain, right? Figure out, what is it that's going to make this work? What is it that I can really learn from, right? It doesn't have to be some psychology book. You're probably not super into psychology right now. Maybe you're interested a little bit, but don't force yourself to read a psychology book. It's going to bore you to death and you're going to hate reading. Read what you love and you will love to read. Next up, number 4, stop saying yes to everything. You are a people pleaser because I used to be just like you. I would say yes to hanging out with people that I didn't like. And all that does is take away from your life. You are living a life that you do not enjoy, saying yes to people that you do not want to hang out with. It's that fear, it's right. It's the FOMO. It's like, well, what if they do something really cool? They never end up doing anything cool. I can assure you of that. You really should honestly cut these people out of your life too. Stop saying yes to hanging out with them. Say yes to things that are good for you instead. Really try to say no more often than you say yes when it comes to doing things with other people. For instance, when your boss asks you to stay late and you always say yes, right? He's not taking you seriously. He probably hasn't given you a raise. He's using you because you're such an easy person to just get a quick yes out of. That's another thing here. Like, you don't want to be saying yes all the time to your boss. He doesn't care about you. He knows that he can get away with it because you have people-pleasing tendencies when you're saying yes all the time. People will truly respect you more when you say no. They will value you more. Your time will be more valuable to them if you're saying no more often than you are yes. So seriously, just take this one with so much firmness and seriousness. Say no more often than you say yes. Stop saying yes to everything. At least give yourself 24 hours. Make sure it's a good decision. Make sure that it's going to fill your cup, right? I'm not saying you have to be so selfish with your time and never be of service to anyone else. I actually really do believe that you should be giving value to others and getting it reciprocated, okay? Don't go and say yes to people that use you. Don't say yes to people that always expect a yes out of you, all right? Start saying no to them. See how they start treating you better. They're going to respect you. They're going to value your time more. And you may just end up getting a raise because you're putting your foot down when it comes time to say yes or no when your boss is like, can you please stay a little later? Like, we need you. And it's like, no, I actually have to do this thing. Just come up with a reason why and people will respect you. Say, I have this family party that I have to go to. I'm so sorry, I'm not going to be able to. Simple as that. Have a reason and people will respect you more. Next up, we have number 5, remembering things, okay? Your brain is not meant to remember things. I say this all the time on this channel. Have something that you can put your ideas onto a piece of paper, onto your phone, right? You've got your phone with you all the time. Why aren't you logging things into your notes app? Just put it in there. Stop trying to remember everything all that's doing is making your life more difficult. It is taking away from you. We want to keep things simple and easy. Get the things that are in your brain out of your head, okay? Your brain is meant to be creative. It's meant to problem solve. It's meant to think about things. It's meant to not try to remember everything, right? You don't want to be thinking about how you're supposed to go to that doctor's appointment on Monday at 12 o'clock, and you just have to keep reminding yourself. All that's doing is draining you. It's draining your energy, and it's stopping you from being creative at work and trying to get more ideas for that project that you're working on. Because you're trying to think like, I have to go to the doctor, I have to go to the doctor. Just put it in your damn calendar too. Like, you have a calendar, you've got digital calendars now, right? Why don't you use that? That's silly. Just ask yourself, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I not using this digital calendar that's on my phone? You're gonna be like, yeah, that why am I not doing that? That is silly. When you start taking a step back and you look at your life, like from a bird's eye view, right? You're looking down and you're thinking like, well, that wasn't very smart of me. You're gonna make better decisions that way. I really highly advise that you just take a step back and look at your life more often instead of just always constantly going on autopilot. It's not doing you any good. You can also have lists on your phone too, like when you're going grocery shopping, for instance. Why are you remembering every single thing that you normally get? That's so bad. It's so bad. Just have it always there. There's the reminders thing, right? Where you can put in all the things that you normally get at the grocery store. Your bananas, your blueberries, your strawberries, the lettuce, the spinach, all of the things are always there, and you just toggle it when you need it. So that way you just sift through that grocery list. You don't have to think and go through and figure out what the hell you're ordering. Next up, number 6, stop hanging around negative people. All that's doing is turning you into a negative person. You are the sum of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So really take a hard look at the people that you spend the most time with and see like, hey, maybe I am kind of being negative. Like, try surrounding yourself with people that are happy, that feel good, that are motivated, that are going after their big dreams and goals, that are inspiring you, right? You do not want to be spending time with people that are smashing on your goals, that are making you feel dumb, that are talking bad about you behind your back. They kind of bully you in front of other people. I used to be like that. I really was. And it just always did me so dirty. I was always so embarrassed. I didn't feel good around these people. And I wish I could have had somebody telling me, like, get rid of these people. Seriously, they're not doing you any good. Be honest with yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop making excuses to be around these people that are not good for you. It's just not worth it. I don't care how long you've been friends with them for. I don't care how many things they've done for you. Think about the bigger picture. Think about, how are they really making you feel? Do you feel like you're kind of trapped? It's not a good thing. I like to say, make sure that you spend time with people that are inspiring you and not making you feel like you're in a cage. Look at your social circle and take it seriously. Spend time with people that are going places and getting things out of life, because that's what you want. You're here to level up. You're here to go after your big dreams. And the biggest person that you really want to get rid of is the person that comes to you with a crisis all the time. I used to have that with my mom and dad, honestly. They're both very crisis people, like always problems, always things that they're dealing with. And the best thing you can do, if it's mom or dad, like it was for me, my mom passed away, I miss her, but that is one thing I just did not miss. I'm telling you, there's always a problem, and we would go back and forth. That's the thing. They kind of bring that bad side out of you, and you don't want that. You do not want to be talking about bad things all the time. The news, like if you watch the news, really ask yourself, what is that doing for me? All that's doing is taking away from me. Like, yes, there's always been bad things going on in the world. All that's doing is hurting you. Just stop. Anybody that's bringing up bad things to you all the time is truly a crisis person. Just limit your time with them. Limit the time that you talk with them over the phone. Just be like, I gotta do something, I gotta go. That's all. Just let it be short. Let it be sweet and move on with your life. They don't need to talk to you for an hour. That's another thing. Crisis people, they'll just keep going and going and going because nobody really wants to talk to them. Like, notice, like, although my dad actually, he does talk to a lot of people. So I would have to say that it's not always like that. A lot of people do like to talk about things that are bad. But really try to evaluate that. Really audit people around you. See if they're crisis people. See if they are just always talking about bad things, and try to switch the conversation to a better route if you can. Always try to keep it upbeat, positive, keep it light, okay? Don't let yourself get synced into problems and all the bad things in life. It's just not worth it. And that brings me to number 7, which is negative self-talk. The way you talk to yourself is so important. When you're telling yourself things that are mean and nasty and just things that make you feel really bad about yourself, you're going to believe it more. I'm a strong believer in affirmations. I strongly suggest you try this. In the morning and at night, tell your things that you want to stick. Reprogram your subconscious, because ever since we are able to come into this world, we are taking things in. And that's your subconscious. It's like taking instructions. It's like yes or no. Okay. It's not really judging something. It's just taking it in. It's taking it in. And now that we're older and we understand how it works, right? You can reject those things. Like say, I don't want that. I don't want to be called that anymore. I don't want to believe that anymore. And that's what affirmations are good for. They are going to help you believe the thing that you want to believe. Instead of feeling like, I am dumb. Stop telling yourself I am dumb. Stop feeding into it. Say, I am smart. I am worthy. I am capable. I can do this. Give power and strength and let those words empower you. Say them like you mean them and they will stick, because you brought yourself into this world alone and you will leave this world alone one day. So have some sympathy for yourself. Stop being so mean. Treat yourself like you would your best friend, with love, kindness, and respect, and see how much further you get in life. I promise you, ever since I started doing that, I've been able to really go after it instead of being so harsh and mean to myself and really tearing myself down, right? It's just not good. It's not doing you any good doing that to yourself. That is so bad. We really want to stick with positive energy, filling our own cup, talking to ourselves in a nice way like we would our best friend. Have Post-it notes. There's daily reminders. Just make it so easy for yourself. You can have an affirmation by your bed, or at night. What I like to do is I like to journal every night. And then I have my affirmation card right in front of me and I'm saying it 8 to 10 times so it sticks. When it's nighttime, your brain is more open to suggestions. It's more open to getting that reprogramming and really saying it like you mean it. Don't whisper it to yourself. Try to say it as loud as you can without bothering anyone else around you. If you got to go into your car or go somewhere quiet where no one else is around, do what you got to do. Take yourself seriously. Talk to yourself better and really see how much better you feel. See that it's going to make such a big difference in your life. Talking to yourself negatively is gotta stop. All that's doing is overcomplicating your life because you're believing those nasty things you say and feeding into yourself. So stop doing it. And number 8, stop going to the store as much as you can, please. I know we love going to the store. If you're anything like me, Target is your favorite place to go and you just want to spend all freaking day in there and just forget about your problems. But you know what that's doing? It's a huge distraction, first of all. It's taking a lot of time. Think about how much time it takes to drive to Target, because it's probably not around the corner. You're not the lucky girl who has like a Target underneath of you if you're living in New York or whatever, right? Your Target probably is like a 20 to 30 minute drive. Maybe it's an hour. Think about that, right? Think about all the time it takes to drive to Target, spend the time in Target, and then drive home. Right? That's a lot of time. It's maybe 2 to 3 hours for some of us. We could use a lot of that time and get better things done and really get things that are on that to-do list crossed off. Seriously, all that time. Buy back your time. Order things online. You can order your groceries online. Seriously, like think about the time you spend at the grocery store. If you're on your computer and you have everything that you previously ordered, you can just click like you want it again. It's going to be so much faster. Somebody's getting paid to do this too. It's so cool. We live in the modern world. We can pay to have somebody shop for us and deliver our things right to our doorstep. You don't have to feel guilty about it. They're getting paid to do it, and you're essentially able to do more with your life. You're simplifying your life this way. You're able to get more done. So seriously, just do it. Like, don't think like you're not good enough to do this. That's that scarcity mindset. Like, I don't have money to, it's really not that expensive. Come on, seriously. Think about how much more you can get done, right? Think about it that way. Instead of thinking, oh, but this money, no, think about all the things that you can get done. And don't let that time go to waste. Don't scroll on your phone. Don't watch a TV show. Don't eat a bunch of junk food. Do something that is meaningful and that it's called needle moving work. It's gonna move the needle, okay? Do things that are actually gonna get you moving forward. And the last one here on my list is collecting things. You have to stop collecting things. If you're anything like me, there's something that you've been collecting for a long time. And it took me a huge wake-up call. I always knew my mom liked collecting things too, but when she passed away, her house could have been on that show called Hoarders. It was bad. It was really, really bad. I didn't realize how bad it got because she would always make up excuses to not have me come over. And then, yeah. So stop. And things, they equal stress. The more things you have, the more things you have to think about. Like, oh, well, am I maintaining this thing? Or is this thing is it still good? Did it expire, right? Maybe you've got like a bunch of makeup, right? Anything. Just think about the things that you have a lot of and take a hard look at it and be like, do I really need this? Is this taking up a lot of space? Is this junk? Really just be serious with yourself. Pick it up. I actually learned this from Marie Kondo's book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. I highly recommend this book. And if I hadn't gotten this book, I probably would have gotten really bad. This was back when I was in my early 20s and, it just wasn't as bad as I thought it was with my mom's hoarding thing. Like I knew she kind of was like this and I tried getting her, but really the thing is you have to want to change. It has to come within yourself. You cannot tell people to change unless they already want to change. So there really truly was nothing that I could do to help my mom. I understand that fully now. I did feel bad for her. I know that there's like an underlying problem somewhere that I just wasn't aware of. Maybe when she was a child, like her father or her mother took things away. Not really sure. But the thing here is when you are a hoarder, it only gets worse. So understand, like if you have a problem, do something about it now before it gets too bad, right? Donate things, throw things away. Just get things out of your life that do not belong. Look behind me. I don't have a lot of stuff. I keep it simple. I'm not a minimalist, but I sure as hell am not a maximalist. I think that's the worst trend and it's really just gotta go. All that's doing is causing you more stress. More things equal more stress. Get rid of things that you do not need anymore because all they're doing are weighing you down. You wanna make sure that you can think clearly and have a simpler life and get more done. All the things and the junk and the clutter has gotta go. And just start small too. Like you don't have to think like, oh, well, I've gotta get rid of all these things in my closet. I've got so much clothes and da-da-da. Just take a season right now, right? Maybe it's summer and you've got your summer clothes. Take a look at your summer clothes and go through each article of clothing and say like, have I been wearing this? If not, switch the hanger around and just come back to it. Still see if that hanger is still switched around, right? And be like, you know what? I just don't think this is it for me anymore. It doesn't spark joy. I'm gonna donate it. And that's the simplest and easiest way to get started with that. Because the moment I started doing that, that was like the kickstart for me and I was able to really get things moving. Room by room, small, short steps are gonna get you there. And pick that book up. I highly recommend it. I'll link it down below. The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo has been a game changer. And listen, if you don't have somebody sitting next to you right now, helping you through life, I like to call this an accountability partner that's on the same mission as you, right? And has big goals and dreams and wants to go after it and they're pushing you and you're pushing them. If you don't have that for yourself right now, honestly ask yourself like, well, why not? Why don't I have somebody? It's not always an easy fix, okay? But I am gonna put this out here if you wanna take the opportunity. Scroll down right now, click on the top link in the description, and let's work together because I can be your accountability partner. I can help you go after it because if you're like most people, and myself included, you don't have a lot of self-control. You don't have a lot of discipline. And when you have an accountability partner, they can be that for you. They can help you go after it. They can get you going after your dreams. Anytime you're slipping up, they could say, hey, you said you wanted to do this thing, so why aren't you doing it? Or let's do this thing, like let's get this going. I can get a whole game plan for you. You can smash your goals, I promise you. I've worked with people, I've seen them have amazing results and they are just killing it. And they're so thankful that I'm helping them. So let me help you, all right? Scroll down right now, click on the top link in the description and let's get you going. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.